So now we're into the meat of the data guide. And there are really three things that you want to think about in your data guide. The first is data collection. So how are the data being collected? This goes back to your life cycle. What are the different ways that you collect your data? And what is it that someone needs to know about that collection to be able to make effective use of your data and not draw either the wrong conclusions or put too much emphasis, right? Not understanding those limitations. The other piece of this is data use. So how do you expect your data to be used? Is it for internal planning purposes only? And what happens when another part of your organization or agency want to use those data? What would that kind of migration across departments or even across time look like, right? What happens if 18 months from now someone picks up the data? Will it still be useful and valid, or does there need to be some kind of sense that it was a point in time and is not maybe reflective of ongoing processes or ongoing opinions and perceptions? And then finally, there's data sharing. So how do you share the data? What are the mechanisms in place? So some of these might be very formal, kind of legal or statute-based mechanisms where you know that you have an obligation to share the data or make it available publicly. Others might be that it won't need to be shared or made public unless it's under a specific request. How do you respond to those? And what considerations do you need to have in terms of privacy and security to make sure that you're not exposing members of your community or members of your own organization to undue risk as data gets shared?